Hi. What? Yawn. Yawn.
That's sleepy.
Yeah.
You need your jacket. Yeah, you will. Since they're going in the cave, you're going to
Oh my god.
Okay,
yeah.
They said the cave temperature just stay below, what is that, 50 something?
Tight. Hello.
Hello.
Hi. Nothing much. No, but yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
It's the old mining town.
Nice.
Huh? It's probably over there.
Huh?
I mean, probably over there when you go in there. You lock the door down?
Yeah.
I am so happy. All you have to pee.
So what? Happy?
Yeah.
For what?
Well, because now I don't have to ask.
About what?
The peeing place.
I don't know, because I told her about it.
I said, yo, my nephew like me.
Wild boar. What'd you say?
You left
Wait, this is the second time you asked me. Second time I asked you. Wanda?
on the internet.
La entrada nada más.
I asked if he was yours.
Kevin doesn't believe it.
How many adults would that take?
Yeah.
You see all the rocks? Teenagers?
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Is that anyone? Okay, military. It applies to the whole group, so I don't have to see everyone. 167.40.
Cierran a las 5,
Is that 167.40 that you guys can put each other back? Because otherwise you might lose those tickets.
por si ya no hay tiempo en otra parte. Son las 3, ¿qué va pasando? No sé qué es.
I went.
Okay. We'll look at this after.
Also, you wouldn't need to ask. I told you already.
Okay, so 28 for so 28
Nice.
for 4.
No.
Look, there's.
There's schools both.
Oh, you can break them.
Oh, wow. So cool.
You can break your own geode. Do you want to do this?
No. Yeah.
You don't want to break a geode?
No. He's a rock.
You can crack the geode.
What?
What is this?
No. I don't want to. No.
Up and down, one there. Hey, up and
Do you?
340. Huh?
Yeah, up and down.
30 minutes?
Go on this side. Look, look, look.
Yeah, they're gonna crash it.
Nice.
Oh my god. Oh, you're the one to do it. You're gonna be the one to crush your own. Oh.
Me.
And then you can get, there's a crystal.
Okay. I don't care. I guess. It depends. Oh, you got it.
Choose like this.
Okay.
You want one?
Okay, yeah. Gosh, you are really pushy about it. Me? Me?
choose the rock.
Okay, this one. This one.
Here, go choose a rock, man.
Okay, yeah, I guess. Hey, I got
Better choose a better rock.
Just choose a random rock.
Choose a bigger one.
Me? I chose one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yours might be-
All right. Well, we need to
I
see
feel
how we
like
do
yours
this.
is gonna be better. I think you have to pressure first and then pay. Yeah, go pressure first because the line is so long and pay it later.
I don't think so, because we need a worker here to unlock it. We need to unlock it.
Yeah, well, that open.
They need to unlock it. They need a worker. They had a worker here.
Well, you gotta go in line because they're here. Another one right there. Pay it first and then go. So someone can assist you. You gotta pay that first.
Oh, yeah. They'll help you. You have to pay.
Maybe like the leftover part. Cool idea. Turn. Yeah. Oh, well, that's open. Did you enjoy the car ride over here?
I was sleeping. I couldn't tell.
Oh yeah, me too. Yeah, I was listening to music and I just fell asleep to it. Yeah. I woke up near the end. Near the turning part where we all turned the car a bunch of times. Yeah, I woke up at that part. Oh, it's backwards. Okay. Yeah, it opens. Yeah. Yeah, it goes up and down, yeah. Turn one time only to your table. What? Yeah, that's the thing. So what's happening with this?
There, we already paid.
Okay, that's good. Yeah.
We put it ourselves, right?
No, we need to wait.
What are we waiting for?
Donald, the attendant. It's this geode tractor. Yeah.
I don't know, we decide to go put it in.
Wait, made it do it first? Put it in. Okay.
Megan, put your rock in there.
Yeah, just lay it in. Yeah. Oh, did you fit? Hey, maybe they just have the others on.
Yeah, we need to work. I think you're supposed to do one too, right? Oh, yeah.
But yes, but like one at a time. How what? Do you expect us to do both at the same time?
Why is she not doing her?
Well, because she needs an attendant.
Oh, you have to attend it?
Well, yeah, this is a dangerous thing. You talk to a worker?
Yeah.
Yeah, who did you pay?
You were the kid.
I know what I did.
What?
You wait, Megan. Just wait.
Up to. That's what I did.
Oh yeah, I got one. What, you judging my rock, paper,
No,
soy?
because I was just looking. This one was. Because look at this one. I'm
What?
just looking where there's more fool's gold.
Foolish gold.
Yeah, that's where that is. See?
Okay. What did that mean?
That will be the more crystals you get on it.
Okay. What, you a
See yours.
geologist now?
No, this is the one here. Oh, okay.
What?
No, I just chose a.
Yeah? Nice. Oh, but this is very nice. Yeah, hey, hi.
We don't like this word, like.
Okay. So I get shut it in line. Okay. Okay.
I got white. Let's get blue. Let's just get red.
Show me yours. I think we get like red or blue.
I have white. Me? The machine? No. You know how like when like pressure builds these cracks? I don't know. There's like a machine there that will up, down, and then the thing snaps in half. If you get red, that should be cool.
Sorry.
Don't say that. Two. No. 2-1.
So when they say turn, do they mean up or down or left and right?
Making it worse now.
One turn, one time. Oh, they gotta turn. They have to stick something.
Okay, that makes sense.
Turn it.
Okay.
Hey, முடிச்சோட அம்மா அங்க இருக்கா
The talk, the bait, and the bait, and both the bait.
How are you supposed to break it?
Oh, I think you used the yabber.
Do it multiple times. And you
Yeah.
only paid for the geo, right?
Yeah, so
Perfect.
head for these two.
And yeah.
That line look okay?
Yeah. Oh,
அம்மா அந்த வயல்ல இருக்க நீ போய் வாங்க நீ போய் வாங்க
keep going up and down until it breaks open.
Okay.
Yep, keep going.
Yeah. Oh, you did it.
Go ahead, grab your pieces. Oh, that's nice. Let me see. Oh, it's nice.
Nice. Okay. What? Okay, yeah.
And like that.
Yeah, yeah. Push that. What? Okay.
Same deal. Take that. Keep going up and down.
Okay, yeah.
Keep going.
Oh, wow.
There you
That
go.
was good. Okay.
Go ahead, grab those pieces.
Nice. Yeah. Oh, I got white. Nice. Yeah. Wow.
Good one.
Okay.
Yours
Yeah.
as well?
Alright. There you go.
That's pretty.
Okay. Hold that. Oh, wow.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, nice.
Oh, that's pretty.
What? Down the hands are. Ooh, from that. Pay dirt. And that is what they're paying for. Dirt. Okay. Yeah, do it.
Don't you gotta take a picture of it?
I painted a video that I get 100
I
pictures a
took
second.
a video already.
Yeah, I took one too, man.
Just
That's pretty.
zip up your thing, okay?
Yeah.
You like it, Matt?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
Love
Okay,
it?
right.
I mean,
Alright,
yeah.
move. Let me close it.
No, I love you. Yeah, I did it. I made him feel bad. What? Yeah, that's real cool, yeah. Nice.
Let's go outside.
Rock conveyor.
Make sure you keep a hand on your.
Yeah, I zipped it up.
Put your rocks in there.
I zipped it up. It can't be taken out. So, yeah. What? What?
Get down film.
Yeah, I've been filming for 22 minutes. No, I just kept going up and down. I thought it would be harder. Add date slices. Nice colors.
So this is the original, and then this is when they, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's cool.
She has a purse. Put it in the purse.
This was
How is she gonna misplace it? It's in a pocket.
$20 each. Because you might put it down and forget about it. That's cute.
It's in my pocket. And
Yeah.
it's closed.
Yeah, that's a weird. Need to pay for the experience, I guess. Nice. Nice. Oh, wait. Do they have Matthew here?
Probably. You have to look for him. Where's the one?
Well, these are 8 to see. This is red and higher. Oh. Okay. You did the. No. Oh.
Where's that?
Yeah.
Oh, they ran out of Matthew.
What? What do you mean they ran out of Matthew? Matthew. Oh no! Where are you,
They
No.
have
wait.
Matt. They have Matt.
You're into that.
But you don't need that.
But now, how am I gonna kill people with it? Yeah, and they have a personalized killing weapon. No, I could never do it. I need magnetic. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, these are awesome. Oh yeah. Yeah. And that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Nice. Eat them. Oh. Oh yeah. Oh. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. 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 Yes. Oh yes. Oh yes.
11 something a bag.
What? Are you having pieces or like?
No. When like that bag, you have to. It's only a bag.
Like a tiny bag.
Yeah.
Yeah, so many. Yeah. No. And they have two of them. Yeah, no. Okay. Shitty stones. What a bad name. $1 each. Wait, $1 each. Okay, what does each mean? One of these is each. So $1 each, or 11 per bag. So yeah.
Are you recording on YouTube?
Yeah. So when it says one each, do you think they mean like one tiny one?
I guess.
Well, that seems like this damn. It's 11 per bag. Do you think each bag fits 11? Over there. Hey. Nice.
What's a fool's gold?
Matt, yours feels good.
Doesn't that usually mean like not gold?
Yeah, but when the miners came,
Yeah.
they thought this was real.
So it's worthless because the miners were fooled. It's almost like that's why they called it fool's gold.
Well, later on they realized it's not real.
So why would I want what they realized was worse than gold?
When we were doing the thing when we went here to with my like we went here for a field trip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
And then we were like watering the
Yeah.
thing, and then we got these. Those go.
So what is this actually called? So yeah, what is this actually called? You really are pushy with where we go.
What do you mean?
Well, yeah, no, you
showing you
keep
the view.
directing everybody. Is it? I don't think it is. But okay. Ooh, water rotten. God, never wipe your mouth with puffy sleeves. Doesn't work. Nice. Nice. Real beautiful. Yeah. What? This high up and I have a fear of height.
Yeah. If they do the pterodactyl right, you want to go see that?
What?
The pterodactyl, come here. Let's go look at the pterodactyl right.
I don't wanna. That sounds horrific. Okay.
Hold on, let's get Megan.
What?
Megan.
You have a large voice.
Don't go anywhere. Stay.
That was a compliment. Okay. Nice. There's a rocking chairs. Nice. Wow. Real nice. Okay, there's a very poorly placed rocking chair.
I can see it from here.
What?
I can see it.
Yeah, it's always down. You would die if you dropped from this height. Are you scared of heights?
actual fear, yeah.
Yeah, me too. I'm also just worried about dropping my phone.
Dropping your phone.
Yeah.
Filming.
Yeah, right now.
These chairs move, by the way.
They do. Not very well. It's right next to the wall.
Just catapult you.
Oh god, well now I'm getting off. Gonna get you some butt seats. Butt seat! You got it?
You wanna take a picture here? Well,
That's hot.
no, so we can see the thing. Just stand there, Megan. You don't have to touch the rim.
See, there's a lot of.
So I can do this and you can see the. Alright, you met.
You get it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Not the only thing they need at the city. Sparkly tape.
Right there by the bear. By the bear. 3:40 now. I think it's at 3:40. We have to be there.
Oh, you said 3:30.
I think we're supposed to be there right now. Supposed to meet there now. By the bear, right? Oh, right here or there? Ito? Oh, okay. Go here, right here.
But there's no bats inside. I wish there was.
Oh wow.
Because they're cleaning it up and they took the bats away.
Five minutes before. It's 3:40. So we show up 3:35.
I don't know, is it 10 minutes?
You said 5.
No, not just that.
Yeah.
Because they're watching that thing. It's one of the rides.
Neat. What?
Matthew won't do it.
No, that no. I would rather.
Zip line.
It doesn't matter. He won't like.
I would
any of
rather
those.
kill myself.
Or maybe, no, maybe that's the third actor.
What do you think it was?
Oh, no, that's This is one. Want to do zip line? You and Nick?
I don't think you understand what a fear of heights is.
No, he won't do it. Dad and him did it.
Did they show
Dad
the
and
pterodactyl
him.
right on? Dad'll do it?
Yeah. No, not his.
Just Matt
He did
or
that.
Nick? Oh, this is, oh no, this is. See, that's not bad.
Okay, yeah, no, I don't think you know. I don't think you have a fear of heights.
No, it's not bad.
I don't give a shit. You were not taking me on that. I remember him myself. Okay, we had that. Where's Dad? Hey, Dad. Hi. Oh, is that us?
Is that it?
Or 340. 340? I don't think so.
Oh, my dad. Actually, they have the time printed.
I only got about 100.
Everybody, who else is here for these 7? 3:30. 3:40 is 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Anyone else?
Oh my God.
3:30. 3:30. Come on down, guys. Come on down. You are the next contestant.
Yay!
On the cave is right. 3:30. Guys, are you 3:30? I was expecting a few more, but oh well. Good enough. Snooze, you lose.
Damn! Actually, yeah. Okay, both of their thoughts as well, and then adoption remit the times the body is doing yes, it needs yes energy, and the fat back needs fat back stored up before hibernation to activate yonder. A disease called white nose symptom has been killing bats since 2006. It's caused by a white fungus that grows on the nose and the muzzle of bats. The fungus is itchy, so it wakes up bats from hibernation. They use up their fat stores and soon starve. White nose syndrome can't hurt humans since we don't hibernate, but if you see a similar bat, you would know. Bats can have similar immune system to humans, so if something makes a bat sick, it probably makes you sick too. Humans are big and scary to bats, and scared bats will bite. Other bats eat fruit and spread seeds to help the fruit we produce. Some bats even drink nectar like hummingbirds and butterflies do, and pollinate flowers on certain species of plants. On the plants, the long-nosed bat is the primary pollinator, so without long-nosed bat, there'd be no what is that?
That's bad. Sorry.
Fight taking out energies of bats have to eat a lot, and nursing mother bat to eat her own weight in fruit, nectar, or insect every night. Took that neighbor's daydream. Daydream.
No, here it is. So this one here, this 28. You're going to have to do like because if you want 28, times 6, right? How many? 68. You're going to be able to go minus? No, minus the 16. 1680.
So what's that?
Subtract the 18, subtract the dollar. Apply the 18, subtract the dollars.
Where you go? It's not snack time.
So then this is the come here. 16.
You go see a bear?
No, 18. This is ours.
She said
She's like a book. 16.
That's a lying child. It's definitely gonna be a problem. Oh my god, man. Okay, is that half a mile of walking distance? 200 in total. Slopes and uneven pathways. Some small passages is 4 feet. For some open and then split. Some reactors are dimly lit.
But I have to figure out the number how many the guys.
We're about to leave. We're gonna go through this door back here. I just want you to get your ticket or your receipt out, and I'll check it as you come past me into this little hallway.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, hi.
This is a cave, man.
Yeah, I know.
You want to go in between me and Daddy?
Why?
I don't know.
There's a death zone. I am.
Yeah. Go over here, man.
Why? Why?
You're going to go
Why?
He wants to be in the back. Recording in the back.
So there's nobody restricting.
Either we are like 100% of tavers die in taves.
Oh, back in front.
Hold my hands.
It's not scary.
I was a lot. I was lying.
Can't believe they made a child do this.
There's bats in there. There's bats, but you can, it's not otherwise like.
What?
Don't touch anything. Don't touch anything.
What? What did?
No, you. Yeah. Someone says don't touch, but you touch.
Colton, you lit.
I don't think I should listen to him.
I'm gonna be like Slipknot.
That was Ozzy Osbourne.
Okay. All right.
No, it wasn't.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Ozzy Osbourne.
My name is Tracy. I'm going to be your guide today. We got a lot to cover and not a ton of time. I've only got about an hour to get you through a half mile of passageways, 14 rooms, 200 stairs, not all at once. But I'm going to try to get through this real quick. We've got a couple things to cover. This is a tourist attraction, sure it is, but it is a natural wonder and a delicate ecosystem that is not made for humans. We can mess it up really badly if we are careless. So we learned the hard way that we need to have 3 rules in here. The number 1 rule of the cave is don't touch it. Don't touch it, okay? The oil from your hands and the lint from your clothes does permanent damage, so don't touch the walls or lean up against the sides at any point. Otherwise, you do thousands of years of damage, and I'm not kidding there. It's a big deal. So just stay away from the walls of the cave. But if you're falling over, catch yourself on the wall of the cave, okay? Smashing your face against the rocks, that's really bad for the cave. Rule 2. There's no food or drink in there other than bottled water. Bottled water, that's fine, you can have that. Anything else though, you can't. You don't have to throw it away though. There's a trash can through here, but on top of it, there's a bin where you can leave stuff behind. Pick it up when you come back out. The trash can is for rule number 3. Rule number 3 is there's no chewing gum in the cave. There's no chewing tobacco. There's also no smoking or vaping while we're inside either. But that's it. Those are the rules. So the first thing we do when we get inside is take pictures. I take a picture of every group that goes in with me. It's whoever you're with, not necessarily your ticket. Whoever you want to picture with. This kind of helps make sure that all of the faces that go into the cave, come out. And if you do come out, which I hope you do, I'll offer to sell you the photo because I might as well, but I'm not going to try that hard. It's not my job to sell you a souvenir. I don't care about it, all right? My job is to give you an awesome tour that you remember, even if you don't buy a souvenir. So we'll just talk about the pricing at the end. You're not going to get any pressure from me to buy, okay? But that's it. That's all I need to cover first. So we're going to be going right through here and into the cave. Your stroller. Can you get that up here and I'll just show you where to put it right away? Yeah. All right, so we're going to go through here and we're going to take a left and go right into the cave. I will.
Yay! Duh.
Just come on.
And then we're going to head through the white tunnel right here.
Well, I can go in front of me because I have to shop.
Just take the video, woman. Why are they making her go? Like a way too low ceiling.
Yeah, the photo.
Once you get your picture taken, we're going to take it out of here.
Okay.
Down the ramp. If you want to take your own photos once you're up there, be my guest. Group number 2. And then, all of you guys waiting for photos, if you can stay towards the right, towards that rail.
How would they?
You got a group that needs to
What?
I'm tall.
coming out on the other side.
You're tall,
Just
too.
give them a little bit of space over here.
Maybe let's go over here.
Okay. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Come on down.
Oh, they actually can get a photo yet over there.
I did.
Nice cave area. You should not make the kid who doesn't want to be here be here. Yeah, yeah.
It takes thousands of years to make.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
Yeah, it's neat.
There's no signal here.
But, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I know. I know what it is. It's water. If they say no like pavement area, what is that? Oh wow, it doesn't matter how black. Oh, so really, oh wow. Yeah.
See that one?
What?
It's got a time
Can't
capsule.
be open until 2081.
What is that? What is that? Okay, look, they're doing a room to look at it and what?
See where it says? To be open in 2081.
Plug in to Colorado. To be opened when?
2081.
Okay. What is it?
We don't know.
Okay.
No one knows. It's a time capsule.
From who? I don't know.
Feel free to take pictures. Use the flash. Take the pictures while I'm talking. It does not bother me. The only time I don't want you to take pictures is when we're on the move. When we're moving from room to room. I'm going to stay on a schedule.
Oh, yeah, there's a video.
You can use flashlights and flashlights on your phones to see in the dark and stay safe. And speaking of dark, and speaking of safe, rather, if you start to feel claustrophobic and lightheaded or short of breath, or you need to go to the bathroom, or you're sick of me, any reason you want to go is fine. Just say, Tracy, get me out of here. I'll get you out of here. I'll call someone. They'll come escort you out of the cave ASAP. So you're not stuck in here, okay? If you need to go, let me know. I'm here for you. But welcome. This is Canopy Hall, largest room on the tour. Right off the bat, it's 200 feet long, 60 feet wide, 35 feet high at its most extreme. And we call it Canopy Hall because the first guy who ever came in here, he looked at these formations over here on the wall, and he thought they looked just like canopy seating at his favorite opera house. He's a big opera fan. His name was George Schneider. And he looked around at all this magnificent splendor in here, and he was so awestruck that he could only think to himself two words. Ka-ching. Opened it up for tours as fast as he possibly could and started making money. So the first tour happened on February 15th in 1881. That's all it's ever been, a tourist attraction. Originally, though, it was a little different. You came in actually through here. This was the original tourist entrance, and I'll kind of move out of the way so maybe you can get a good look if you want to. So to get to there, you have to go through a lower section of caves, and to get there, you had to climb 500 wooden stairs from the very bottom of the canyon. Luckily, 14 years later, they put in the convenient wide tunnel that we use today. But how the cave was found is kind of a legend around here. They say that in 1880, a couple of young boys named John and George Pickett came running into the little town of Manitou, and they were terrified out of their minds. They were telling anybody who would listen to them that they had just nearly gotten eaten alive in the canyon by a haunted cave. No one believed them, except for George Schneider, who came and checked it out. But they weren't just straight up lying. They really did believe that it happened to them. They had been with a church group exploring the canyon. They got bored. They snuck away to go find their own fun. They heard a weird howling sound from deep in the canyon, so they followed it to go find that animal. And it led them up the side of the canyon, up to the edge of the cliff, and they found some big sinkholes up there. And the sound just suddenly stopped dead. So they explored the sinkholes. And they found a little hole on the side of the wall. And they thought, oh, this must be that animal's den. Which to me sounds like the perfect reason to not crawl inside of a hole. But they crawled inside the hole. Of course they did. About 30, 40 feet in with a couple candles to light their way. Their candles blew out. And they were left in total cave darkness. We're going to see exactly what that's like about halfway through the tour. But it doesn't get darker than that. It's the darkest thing on this planet. So the kids were terrified. And then it got worse because the howling sound came back louder than they'd ever heard it before. It seemed to be all around them, coming toward them. So they felt their way out of that cave as fast as they possibly could. And they ran down to the town. They told everyone in Manitou there's a malevolent force lurking in Williams Canyon, luring children into holes with a house who can eat them alive. But there was nothing supernatural about that sound. But it wasn't an animal either. It was something else entirely. When air moves across the top of those sinkholes they found at the edge of the cliff, it's kind of like blowing across the top of a Coke bottle. It generates this loud howl. So the Pickett brothers were actually summoned to the caves that day by the very wind itself, and that's why we call it the Cave of the Winds. Now, before we go a little deeper into Cave of the Winds, I want to introduce you to the big four formations that we're going to see all over this thing. And the first one I want to talk about is on the wall back here. It looks like the stone is flowing down the wall like a waterfall. That's called flowstone, fittingly enough. Looks like a waterfall for a logical reason that I'm going to tell you about a little bit later. But next, we have the spikes that are hanging tight to the ceiling. Those are stalactites. And you can kind of remember that because they hang tight to the ceiling, unlike their similar sounding counterparts, the stalagmites. We got a stalagmite back here. These are the ones that live on the floor where you might trip on them if you're not careful. I hope you remember. Then the fourth and final formation I want to talk about is reveal special. This is the only formation. When you see it, I actually want you to reach out and grab onto it. I'm talking about the horizontal formations, the stalagpipes. Guys, grab onto a stalagpipe. Let's see what we find today. If you've ever got questions on my tour, I usually do have answers. But there is a best time to ask your questions. And that is when we're filing into a room and we're waiting for the whole group to arrive. So that means that if you've got a question on your mind, or you're just kind of generally interested in extra information, try to get towards the front of the pack when we leave a room so that you can ask that question in the next one. And if you're here for photos and you stay towards the back, everyone gets the most of what they want out of the tour. Now, we've got two different ways that we could leave Marble Hall theoretically. Or not Marble Hall, Canopy Hall. We've got the easy way over here, and we have the way that we're going anyway. This is Boston Avenue. It is wicked small, so if you're over 4'10", watch your head. But if you're under 4'10",
Can we do that easy
welcome to
way?
your element.
If I die, I don't think I can tell you.
What's your head, Matt?
What's your head?
God, this place is way too tiny.
Oh my word. That is a lot.
Nope. Way too much I have to tape.
I got you.
Oh my god, I hate this.
Anna, you good?
Tired.
This is reception hall. And this is where we get an idea how the tour used to be. It's going to take us about an hour to get through here today, but it used to take 8 hours. It was an 8-hour tour. And that's because you were crawling pretty much the whole time. Except for that first big room and a couple other places, including this. Because this is where we were climbing up and down a rickety rope ladder up this hole called the Wishing Well. And as old as, this ladder is actually 100 years old, so we're not going to use it today. But it is not the original ladder. The original one burned down, and they replaced it with this one. On the ceiling up here, you can see all these marks. These are from candles, because you did that 8-hour crawling tour with a candle in one hand. But they would put their candle out here, which made them smoke up to the ceiling, and they'd climb up the ladder in the dark. When you got to the top, you'd light your candle again. Well, why'd they do that? Why didn't they just keep their candle lit? Well, they tried that, and they burned the ladder down. So they got a little bit wiser about it. It might seem like this ladder is way too short. Not so. It's the room that has changed. You can actually see how it's really smooth and round up here, and then it gets really rough on the wall. Well, right at that border between the two, that is where the floor used to be. You were way up there, right next to the ceiling. But they wanted to make the tour more accessible and not take 8 hours, so they brought down floors and they brought up ceilings throughout the cave to make it easier. And when they did that, they could either take all that material all the way out of the cave, or just kind of shove it somewhere where it fit. And back here, you can see where they did that. A couple of dead ends back here with a bunch of material shoved in it. And they made these walls out of the big chunks. Same idea right over here, fill up this old pathway, and they made a wall. This technique of pushing the cave into the cave has a very technical name. I'm going to try to get this right. It's called cave pushing. Nailed it. Cave pushing. Anywhere you see these walls, that's cave pushing. That's why we can have this casual stroll through the cave today. Now, before we leave reception hall, I want to show you these, the new type of formation we haven't talked about. We got these up here. These are called ribbon stalactites, which is fine. They look like ribbons, and they're tight to the ceiling, so it's an okay name, I guess. But we never call them that. We call them cave bacon, because cave bacon is just better. And we're going to see a really big piece later on, so I hope you're hungry. But that's it for reception hall. Now, from this point forward, it is possible to get lost. We're going to come across junctions in the cave. You're going to have options. You just got to know something. You got to remember that when you're right, you're right. All right? When you're right, you're right. Just remember that. Just go right every single time until I tell you otherwise, and you will be on the right path. So we're going to go up and to the right, up the stairs back here. And then we're going to take a right at the top of the stairs too. But just be real careful when you're coming up these stairs, because it is technically the smallest little clearance of the cave. So watch your head as you come up the steps.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Hi.
I thought it was you.
Go ahead.
Cave pushing over here is one of those telltale walls right here. And you can actually kind of see where they brought the floor down. Big line right here. They've brought the floor down here. When you have kind of dome-like rounded ceilings, those are probably natural parts of the cave. And if you see stuff growing on the ceiling, stalactites, flowstones, stalagmites, you know it's a natural part of the cave. That stuff takes way too long to have grown on man-made surfaces. So sometimes that's our best guess at figuring out how the caves used to be. They didn't document their changes, which is extremely frustrating, so we kind of have to figure it out. It's kind of a puzzle. But we're going to continue right on through here, and we're going to gather in this next little space.
Did you think he was alone? We're not trapped.
Alright, we can fit in here, I've got to prepare you here. We're about to go on a pretty long journey through the cave before we get to another stop. And there's cool stuff along the way, it's just I can't stop and tell you about them, so I have to tell you what you're about to see before we go in. So that's what I'm doing now. And the first thing we're going to see in this hallway is called the Crystal Palace. And if you look up through the fencing that's along the ceiling, you're going to see cave coral above us. It looks like coral all over the place. It's not really coral, it's just called that. It's really a crystalline polymorph of calcite and aragonite. But it goes off all over the place, which is crazy. We don't know how it does it. Geologists haven't figured it out. So check that stuff out. It's rare and it's weird. Now, ways down the hallway, we're going to come across another smaller section of fencing on the ceiling that has stalactites above us that look like soda straws hanging down. And what these really are is baby stalactites. And they're 1 to 3,000 years old, so that's kind of a relative term, but it's the first stage of stalactite development where they're actually shaped like a straw. Water comes down through the middle of them, but it leaves minerals inside the straw, so eventually the straw gets clogged up, and then water comes along the outside instead, and that starts to shape them into a spike, like we're used to seeing for stalactites. And you can see that that's happening on a lot of them if you look closely. Then right after that, you got to be careful. There's a hazard. At the end of that fencing, on the right side, hanging down from the ceiling, there's a big chunk. It's about the size of your head. It's at about the height of your head. Its name is Old Bruiser, and that is for a reason. Don't find out firsthand why we call him Old Bruiser. Just avoid him, all right? And make sure the people around you are aware of him as well. You don't want to hit him face first. And then after that, remember that when you're right, you're right. And we're going to take a couple of right turns. It's going to take us up a pretty steep flight of stairs. Please use the railing all the way up those stairs. And then I'm going to see you up at the top in what's called the Temple of Silence. Okay?
What?
Okay.
What?
Stay with us.
That your fault. Be fat.
Where the ladder was.
See up there?
Oh, they
Yeah.
actually never even got into these caves. So I said, you remember I showed you the original entrance where you come into the tours? So they were actually down there in those lower caves. So what happened is that they told George Snyder about it, or so they say. And George Snyder came into those caves, and he looked around, and he found a little pathway that led him up into these caves. So the Pickett brothers never actually were in the caves that we're in right now. They were below. So this is the soda straw stalactite nursery above us here. And it's followed immediately by Old Bruiser lying in wait. Watch out for Old Bruiser. Old Bruiser, come and then when you're right, you're right. So we're going to take a right turn.
Yeah, I know. I saw it. He's above.
Take a right. Take a right. Take a right.
When I first
Oh my God.
you were knocking so hard, he left me flat on
You're gonna tell them.
We're going right. Watch your feet.
Show us us with left.
Watch your footing. Wait a second. Stay right there.
Don't leave baby down here, Dad.
Man,
What?
don't be rude.
I don't care.
All right. There is a tour still up in the room where we're going. So we've got to wait a second for them to come down and get out of our way. Apologize for this. Thank you for your patience. It is a very, very, very busy day. Always is, the day after Christmas. And it's fine. Like, we love to see the people from all over the place. You know, people have people in for Christmas. They don't know what to do the next day, and they come to see us, which I love. It just gets a little bit crowded in here sometimes, so we have to wait a little bit for the cave traffic to pass. But while we're waiting, it's a great time for any questions that you might have. But I also know some random little tidbits that I can share with you as well. I'm not feeling it a lot. I felt it earlier, but sometimes there's actually a breeze that blows through the cave. You might notice it now and then as you go through the tour if you pay attention. And it might seem weird that there's a breeze blowing through the underground, but it makes perfect sense. So when the air pressure outside the cave changes with the weather, air either has to get pushed deeper into the cave or get pulled out to accommodate the change in pressure. So you get these breezes going one way or the other. Some days it's strong. It's like straight up winds blowing through the cave, which on a really hot summer day feels very nice to get into the cave too and feel that. But it's never actually hot in here. It doesn't get hotter in here. It stays exactly the same. It's always this, 54 degrees, give or take a degree or two. And that's in the winter. It's in the sweltering heat. So it's a cool place to be in the summer, and it's a nice warm place to be in the winter. And if we're used to 54 degrees, perfect job. It's great. All right, so it looks like that group is on their way down the steps. So once they're out of our way, we'll be heading up the stairs up to what's called the Temple of Silence. You'll see why we call it that when you get up there. But it was open to the public in 1929. Now, the original path to get up there was not the same as what we're about to use. We're about to go up some stairs. They're steep. They're not the best. They were put in before OSHA existed. Be careful on them. But the original way was worse. The original way was a rope ladder up a tiny little natural chimney going straight up. It was not great. Okay, I think we're clear. Follow me on up. Please use that stalactite all the way up.
Steps are pretty small.
They are very small. You think they're small now. Wait till you come back. We're going to go left once, but when we go down the stairs, we're going to keep going right. It kind of loops around.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, when we come up here, we're basically going left if we go down the stairs.
Yes, I see what you mean. And yes, we are going to go down that way when we come back. So I said you came up on a rope ladder originally, and this is where you came up. We've got a grade here. And actually, it's easier to see if I turn my light off, because it's actually lit up. We're going to be down there in a little bit.
Esther, come here. No.
This is the Temple of Silence. And obviously, you've figured out that we call it that because by the time you make it up here, you're too winded to say anything. We're at the highest point of the tour right now. We're standing about 7,035 feet above sea level. And we're pretty close to the surface of the mountain in here, too. In fact, up there at the highest point of the room, back there through jaws, back in the back of the mouth, that's only about 20, 30 feet from the surface. That is so close that there are tree roots growing into that area back there. You can't see them from here, but you can't smell them from here. It's kind of earthy and musky up here because you're smelling those roots. Now, next I'm going to show you the biggest piece of cave bacon that we've got, and it is right here. This piece of bacon that's about 4 feet long is hanging down about a foot. You get these underneath these natural holes in the ceiling because water comes down through the hole and then it kind of runs along the underside of the ceiling through surface tension and then it drips down. And when it does that, it leaves a tiny little line of minerals. It's microscopic. You can't even tell it's there. But eventually you can because water follows that same path for thousands and thousands and thousands of years, laying down layers and layers of minerals until you end up something like this. Next, back there is a number 7 hanging down from the ceiling right here. That is Guide's lucky number 7. And that is a halictite. That's what we call stalactites that do weird stuff like this. And we don't know exactly how this thing happened. There's a bunch of hypotheses, but it's kind of a mystery. It's very strange, though. And then over here, we have what used to be an uninterrupted column, which is when a stalactite and a stalagmite meet and become a big pillar that goes from the top to the bottom. But something broke it, and now they don't even point towards each other anymore. And that tells us that, well, there's only one way that can happen. And that's if the floor of the cave and the ceiling of the cave actually shifted in different directions and snapped it in two. So this is likely the result of a major mudslide where the whole top layer shifted and broke it into 2 pieces. But these should have stayed together forever. They were meant to be together. But now they're like this. That's why we call them Romeo and Juliet. But even more tragic than Romeo and Juliet is their time up here is already through. So I got to lead us back down those stairs. And be careful, they're still steep. The steps are going to seem much smaller on the way back down. So here's a tip for you. Better safe than splattered. Take your time, use the rail. And we're going to take the first right if you can. With your right, you're ready.
What?
Like, I thought that was the rain. I'm not scared.
Are you afraid? Yeah, I know, oh my god.
It's I remember how rough it was when I started, especially with those stairs. It's not easy. This is a little bit of a trek. All right, we're gonna have to cram here just a little bit more. Okay, this is Guide's Rest. And it's called that because you can finally rest here after 3 or 4 hours of crawling on the original tour. And this room didn't used to be quite this tall. In fact, this ledge that we see, this ledge right here, this is part of the original floor. So this was the kind of spaces that you were pulling yourself through on the tour. And then after 3 or 4 hours, you'd make it to the back of the room and you'd find this nice dome up here. And this was here, and this was just enough space to finally sit up and take a rest, but just sit up, nothing else. And then after this, there was one more room. You had to crawl to get there. It was a big deal to get to that next room and then come back. And they'd rest here one more time before they headed out for 3 or 4 hours out to the entrance. But they made it a lot easier to get to that other room. It's not a crawl anymore. They broke down the wall and we get to just walk on through and go see it. So that's what we're going to do next. But on the left, you'll see a concrete wall. It's okay to lean on this. And you can look up and see giant bleeding heart. The iron oxide and the minerals up there make it red. And the flowstone looks like veins inside a giant 4-chambered heart. It's really, really cool. Along the right side. You come down to here, and we're just going to kind of stay in a line all the way up and down the ramp on the right side. That is, it's an awkward space, I know, but this is the best way to make sure that everybody can see what I want to show you. You asked me if this is where the Pickett brothers were, and I said they were never in here. And I realized that's not technically true. So when they came and they thought it was a haunted cave, they weren't in here. But after George started the cave, they came on the tour. And George actually eventually sued those boys because they were breaking up stalactites and trying to sell them. Okay, this is the Valley of Dreams. And what I want to show you first is this big column down here at the bottom. It's called Pickett's Column. It's named after the Pickett brothers. And it's really cool, but it's also very shiny, which might seem great, but really this is embarrassing and gross. Tour guides used to stand here and tell the whole group, hey everybody, for good luck on your way out of the cave, rub this column. That was super dumb, and they regretted it. So what you see shining here is actually decades of human hand oil from tourists from all over the world. It's soaked into the surface and made a thick layer on top. You can't clean it without damaging it. And so not only is that gross, it's practically dead. Water is supposed to flow over the top of this, leave minerals behind. That's how it grows. But oil repels water, so it just slips over the top and lands down here. This stuff grows, but this stuff, shiny parts of the cave, they're not growing anymore. But there is good news. It is not technically dead. It is dormant. And if nobody touches it anymore, we do expect it to naturally recover in 10 to 15,000 years, which is not much of a consolation in my opinion. This is why we don't touch the cave, guys. This is where we learned our lesson. Kill the cave. Some of it's right. Exactly. So this is the Valley of Dreams, and I'm going to tell you why. But first, I want to tell you a little story. So until 1935, there was a big wall of boulders here. You couldn't go any further than this. But in 1934, a man named George Jeffries came on the tour, and he leaned up against this wall back here, and he felt wind on his neck coming through the boulders, so he knew there had to be more caves on the other side. And obviously he was right, but it was very obvious, and everybody at Cave of the Winds already knew that that was back there. The problem was they couldn't open it because they were flat broke. It was the Great Depression. Everybody was broke. Everyone except for George Jeffries. George Jeffries had a proposition for the tour guide that day. It was the 1930s. I don't know exactly what he said, but it was probably something like, listen here, listen good, I'm a 30s man, I have a lot to say, and I say it fast. What you got right here is an opportunity. Yeah, it's an opportunity, it's knocking on this big boulder wall. Allow me to open the door, because there's some Joe, and some George, and some Jeffries too. I'm a big wig at the Western Pacific Railroad, see, and I got more bread to burn than a third-rate bakery, because it's been a bad depression for you, but it's been a great depression for me. I'm going to offer you a sweetheart of a deal. I'll give these boulders the old heave-ho, and you don't owe me nothing. Not even your spare chain you dig. Don't answer that, you don't dig, I dig. There's a whole idea, it'll do for just two things. One, whenever tour guide Cave of the Winds to mention named George Jeffries in every tour from now until the end of time. Number two, there's a poem. See, like it, see? You gotta put it up on the wall. Dreams of mountains is in their sleep. They brood on things eternal. Pictures that's key. Now, it's got nothing to do with Case, nothing to do with Colorado, a whole lot to do with the Grand Canyon. We're gonna put it up there anyway. So what do you say, Pally? Have we got ourselves a deal? And the tour guide looked him in the eye and said, dude, I just work here, man. But the Reinhardts who owned the place, they loved the deal, and so here we are in the Valley of Dreams, a room named after this poem about the Grand Canyon that has nothing to do with anything at all. So we're going to leave George Jeffries with his irrelevant poem. Oh. And we're going to go on and see the Oriental Gardens.
Oh. What is that one?
I don't know if it was the Pickett brothers. I don't know who did that. Right? It's kind of funny that it's on the Pickett's column, huh? They had a lot of issues with people vandalizing the cave. And part of that was because it wasn't technically a crime. The people who owned Cave of the Winds, they had to lobby the government to make it a federal crime. And now it's a $2,500 fine for vandalizing the cave. That's because of them. But it's a good thing. We want to keep these places nice and preserved and natural, because you can really screw up the course of history real quick. So in here, if you look through this big hole all the way to the back, if you squint your eyes and you squint your brain, you might see a city back there, which is what the first people who ever came in here saw. They thought it looked like some generic Eastern village or something back there with a big temple or palace. And so they called this room the Oriental Gardens, because Oriental was their word for the East that they were using before they really understood it. It's kind of an ignorant term. But it's just your imagination having fun with the cave if you see something back there. But this next feature requires no imagination to appreciate. This is the longest stalactite in the entire cave. It is 8.5 feet long. This took about 102,000 years to get this long. And so we have a name for it. The longest stalactite in the entire cave. Which is a perfect name for it. Straight to the point. Now in here I want to finally explain how all of this came to be. So this is going to be a little bit of a long story, because we're going back 500 million years here. So, 500 million years ago, the Rocky Mountains were not way up here in the sky. They were the flat bottom of the Ordovician Sea. It covered the whole middle of the continent. And in that sea, ancient creatures were doing something brand new. They were using calcite and other minerals to build themselves a suit of armor in the form of the very first seashells. And when those creatures started to die, their shells had nowhere to go except to sink to the bottom of the sea. So the seafloor ended up totally covered in shells. And over millions of years, they just stacked up down there until the weight of that stack got so great that the shells at the bottom started to get crushed. They got smashed and compressed down until they were a big, thick slab of rock called limestone. and we're in a limestone cave. Now we're going to fast forward to about 70 million years ago now, and we're going to find that the sea was totally gone, and dinosaurs like Allosaurus were living here on top of these layers of limestone. But they were having a hard time because there were earthquakes all the time, and the earthquakes put cracks all throughout those different layers of limestone, and we call the cracks lifelines, because if conditions are right, those cracks will give life to a cave system like this. And there is a lifeline in this very room, right above us, cutting across the ceiling, covered in stalactites. That's a lifeline. You're going to see these all over the ceilings of the cave if you look for them. This is where the room started. Way up on the surface, this crack goes all the way up to the surface, and about 10 million years ago, layers of soil started developing up there. And soil contains carbon dioxide, or CO2. And when that mixes with rainwater or in snow melting, well, it turns from water into carbonic acid, which sounds like it's going to turn you into a Batman villain. But actually, you put some sugar and carbonic acid, you put it in a can, do you know what you get? Soda. It's a can of soda. That's all it is, literally. But it does a lot of damage to limestone for the same reason it does damage to your teeth. It dissolves calcite. So it turns into soda, and it comes down that lifeline crack. And when it hits the bottom, it just pulls down here. And it started to dissolve away, bit by bit, layer by layer, all this limestone, so you're left with this entire room completely filled with soda from top to bottom, happening all over the landscape. These soda pockets growing and connecting and becoming cave systems. And so eventually, the water table dropped. Obviously, since we're not drowning in acid right now, it started to drain out of the cave system. And you got air inside. Now that's going to make a big difference. Because you know what happens to soda when it hits the air. It goes flat. It loses the CO2. So it turns from acid back into water. But water can't hold on to minerals like acid can. So everywhere that the water goes, it leaves minerals behind and it starts to build stuff. So everywhere you see stalactites on the ceiling, that's where water has dripped from the ceiling for thousands upon thousands of years, leaving little bits of minerals behind. And they drip down from there, they flow down the wall like a waterfall, they leave minerals on the wall. That's why it ends up looking like a waterfall. That's how you get flowstone. But if it lands somewhere more stable, the minerals just pile up in one spot, and it becomes a stalagmite, growing upwards towards the stalactite, and it's dripping minerals down onto it. So these get closer and closer together until they touch and they fuse and they become a column, like the one right over here, or like Romeo and Juliet were before they broke up. And that's it. I've now explained everything. And now that I've enlightened you, let's go darken things. Let's go darken things as much as I possibly can.
I like it.
Hey, look out here.
So you were asking how the cave came to be. Did that explain it? Do you understand it? A little bit? Okay, good. I wanted to make sure. Because you were asking specifically, and I would hate to go through all that and leave you out in the dust. I want to make sure you know what I'm talking about. Okay. This is called the Adventure Room. And they opened it up to the public on Mother's Day in 1988. It's the most recent addition to the tour. And they've tried to keep it real natural. We don't even have the concrete floors in here or anything. But in 1987, when they were working in here, they found something else. Up these stairs and over to the right, and here's some people up there. They broke through a wall of mud up there. They found a side passageway that led them to the long-lost Manitou Grand Caverns. Now, this is a separate cave system. And around 1900, Manitou Grand Caverns was a rival cave tour to Cave of the Winds. They had a bitter rivalry, too. But those tours didn't go as well as Cave of the Winds. I'll put it this way. No one has ever died in Cave of the Winds. But in the Manitou Grands, very different story. A story that we'll tell you on the Haunted Lantern Tour. You can hear those people. Those saps are about to go into that cave and find out why it's considered the most haunted cave in Colorado. So they're going to hear all about the horrible things that happened on those old tours, and they're going to be doing it in the absolute darkness. Well, almost. There's no lights in the Manitou Grange. Everybody up there has a little bucket lantern like this one, and that's the only light that you get on the tour. And we're going to get a little taste of that experience. I'm going to turn out all the lights in this room, and we're going to see what it's like to just have this. So if you've got your own lights on, I want you to turn them on. Phone screens, bright watches. I want it to get it as dark as we can get it in here. And we're going to see what that's like. Okay, thank you, Nita. All right, it's about to get real dark, and it's about to get dark right now. This is all we get. Can you imagine crawling through the cave for 8 hours with just this? It's crazy. But sometimes those breezes blow through the cave and they blow your candle out, like happened with the Pickett brothers. And I want you to see what that's like too. When I blow this out, we're going to be in the darkest thing you can experience on planet Earth. So if you're afraid of the dark, get close to someone who isn't. Because I'm plunging us into total cave darkness in 3, 2, 1. Okay, hold your hand up in front of your face and move your fingers around. Get those lights off, get the lights off. If you can see your hand in front of your face, you're already hallucinating. See, after a little bit, it feels like your eyes are starting to adjust. You see the cave walls, you see the people around you, but you don't. You remember them, and your brain is just that good at putting visuals into that darkness. Which means that when it realizes your image of the world isn't right, it's going to show you all sorts of things like they're real. And that is when you start to go crazy. And that is why... I'm done. That's enough. I've had enough. If you want more of that, you can join those saps and take the okay, but we're going to be going through.
Okay.
And we're going to kind of loop around. We're going to go back through some places we've been, but when you're right, you're still right. We're going to keep turning right. It's going to take us some new places. And the first new place we're going to go is a small little passageway called Tall Man's Headache. It's going to be tough, but if you remember this rhyme, you'll get through just fine. Tuck, suck, and duck, and with a little luck, you won't get stuck.
That's so cool.
Oh, watch your hands here, guys. These are the rocks of 1,000 names. Most of those names are 4 letters. Watch your head.
Oh, that's fun.
Oh, no, it wasn't. That goes back a little ways. There's just enough space to get turned around. It doesn't really. Well, yeah, you're about the right size for this. This down here is what I was warning you about. Remember that rhyme, or you'll have a bad time.
Oh my god.
That's okay. I think we should make it for still.
Yo, yo.
In the dark with the lantern.
No.
No, everything.
What are you talking about?
Samson, if I
Oh, your
brought
dog,
him.
okay.
Because he was like about that big, I could ride him.
Okay, so up here on the right, you're gonna see what's called cave onyx. They've cut a portion of the flowstone that used to flow along the original floor here, and you can see all the different layers of minerals that were laid down by the water. It's beautiful, so you don't want to miss that. But then we're gonna head up the steel stairs that are on the right, okay?
Right as always.
But again, because they cut it here, so you see.
Understood.
Yeah, she just asked me to let you know. I don't know if you want to talk to her.
No, I understand. Thank you so much for letting me know.
Absolutely.
Okay. Okay. All right.
At least that wasn't a gift for me.
All right, we're going to be in here a little bit. We wait here for everyone to come up the stairs, but also I have been told that the group ahead of us has somebody faint. So they're up there in the next spot, and hopefully it won't take long. Hopefully they're going to be okay, and we're just going to give them a little bit of grace and let them deal with that. But in the meantime, we're going to be here.
Yeah.
They're good now.
Oh, you're good? Thank you so much. Yeah.
You got a question?
A question?
Why did I see shoes in a crack?
Oh, that's Doug. He dropped his phone down there. He's just been looking for it. But it has
okay.
been once. If he hasn't paid his bill, it's been once. No, he's probably fine. He's probably fine. But this is Coral Dome. It's just a little space where we wait for everyone to make it up the stairs. But there's a lot of cool coral in it as well that we can kind of look at. And especially up here, a lot of weird stuff. And this stuff's just always very strange and very unique. It always looks a little bit different. But also this bulb up here is a replica of one of the ones they used on the original lighting system that went live on July 4th in 1907. And that system just had exposed wire and draped from one socket to the next. This is actually that original socket. It's part of the system. They took the wiring out because it was really dangerous to have in here. And they were lucky that nothing horrible ever happened, honestly. All right. Okay, so we're gonna be heading up to our next stop here in a second. We got 2 more stops. The next one is called Old Maid's Kitchen, and it's a weird name, but what's in there is even weirder. But on the way up, you gotta be real careful, okay? This right here is ping. And if you're coming up here too quick, you hit your head on ping. You're gonna rebound and hit pong and ping and pong, etc. forever. Be careful.
Go ahead.
I know. Who?
Yeah, just come on in here. Kind of come around. Gather in here kind of tight.
Keep going.
Okay, yeah, okay.
This box is pretty weird.
Yeah, it's pretty weird here. There's a big wall of junk is the main attraction here. Wall of junk. I'm going to tell you about it, but you can get a kind of a close look as long as you don't touch it or add anything to it, try to figure out what's going on here. There is a common theme to pretty much everything that's in here, though.
Here, come here.
We might have to cram in here a little bit more. sorry, we got a big room in a small space. I just want to make sure that people at the back can at least see.
You want to go in front of me now
about
since you're recording?
Get in here a little bit. Sorry about this. Big room.
Want to come in front of me?
No.
You're recording.
Okay.
Need a dead weight.
So believe it or not, the story behind the name Old Maid's Kitchen is the same story behind this wall of junk, and it starts in 1910. That's when a couple of old maids came on the tour. Now, they weren't really maids, they were just called old maids, because they were unmarried women, and society thought that they were so old that there was no way they were getting married. Now, no man would want them. And if they weren't going to get married, the only thing they could ever do, because they were just women, is be maids. It was really rude for a lot of reasons. But by modern standards, the women weren't even that old. They were just 18. And just 18 years old, just old enough to vote, except they couldn't in 1910. It was a bad time to be a woman. But they came on the tour, is the point. And they were kind of bored by this area. There's not cool formations or anything in here. There was basically just a ledge on a wall. And they decided to decorate that ledge to make it more interesting. So they took their silver hairpins out of their hair, they tossed them up on the wall, and went on the rest of the tour. Well, a year later, they came back. And even though now they were the ancient age of 13, they had a really good year. They managed to find some men who were willing to marry them at that age. And so they came back with husbands, and they felt like the luckiest women in the world. You good?
Yeah, no, I'm dead.
So they got here again, and they saw that their pins were still up on the wall. And they told the whole group, look, we put those there last year. It must have given us a year of good luck, because look at us now. And you can probably see where this is going.
Yeah.
But people, that rumor spread like crazy, and they started calling this place Old Maid's Kitchen, and it became a tradition to throw something metal up on the wall. And if it stayed up there, you were in for such a good year, they say, you might even get married. So people threw coins of bobby pins, barrettes, paper clips, safety pins, diaper pins, bracelets, necklaces, whatever. You toss it up here, cross your finger. That was the tradition for almost 100 years. Till about 2009. That's when we decided, you know what, maybe we don't want all this history to crash down onto the floor. So we put the plexiglass here, but we started a brand new tradition that's even better. We installed this magical brown bin. Okay, all right, I know. All right, I know why you're laughing, but listen. I have done all the tests on this thing myself, okay? I can personally guarantee, this has all the same ability to grant you good luck as the wall. And actually, it's even better, because if you put coins in here, they get donated to local charities like the Volunteer Fire Department in Manitou, so it's good luck for someone else too. So if you want to take part in our new tradition, feel free to drop a couple coins in here. But then we're going to be heading to our final stop. We're going to go down these stairs. They're called the Hallelujah Stairs, because hallelujah, they're the last stairs we have to deal with today. But at the bottom, you gotta be careful. At the bottom is the only place where when you're right, you're wrong. Okay, we're gonna make a hard left U-turn and go under the stairs. We're going under the stairs.
You're going next.
Okay. What? Yeah. It's a dark and tan. Aren't they both yaps? Oh. Okay.
Probably won't be there very long. So we'll just kind of gather here for a second. Is it a good time for questions?
Hi! I ducked your head.
Esther? Looks like they're heading out. So we're going to go down this ramp. This ramp is a little bit steeper than it looks, guys, so please use the rail, all right?
Right.
Otherwise, you're going to pick up a lot of speed that you'll wish you didn't have when you still
Yeah, I see the way up.
How's your finger up? Exactly.
Oh, wow. What's that?
stop, it doesn't look like much. But when you make it all the way down to the wall down here, when you make it all the way down here, and you look up, you're looking up 45 feet at Zephyr's dome. It's awesome. So before you go, make sure you get right next to this wall and you take a look up before we leave. But this is great final stop, mostly because I get to flip everything we just learned about how caves form upside down. The rest of the cave was eaten from the ceilings to the floors by acid coming in through those lifeline cracks in the ceiling. But there are none here. There's no crack here. There's no lifeline at the top of Zephyr's dome. The nearest one is way back there at the top of the ramp. So what happened is that area was full of acid for a long time. It started poking its way through soft spots in the wall and spreading out. So above us, you can see how it's really kind of smooth, rounded top here, and then it gets really rough. Well, that was just that rounded part that was there before we expanded it. So it was just this channel, and it was carved out by first a trickle of acid from that direction that expanded it out, and it became like a giant river of acid pushing down into the earth, all the way into that lit up hole down there. And that keeps going down a little bit, but it just kind of ends. It's because it goes too deep. If you go too deep, you run out of calcite. There's no calcite down deeper. And if there's no calcite, carbonic acid can't dissolve it away. So it got to that point, and suddenly it couldn't make new pathways. It couldn't find new places to put all of the acid that was packing in here by gravity. So water pressure started building. And it reached the point where that acid went the only way it could go, because it had to, straight up. Straight up through the calcite-rich limestone above 45 feet, drilling up the big circular holes, and it made Zephyr's dome, which you'll really kind of can't really appreciate until you see it, so don't miss it. Check that out before you follow me through this man-made tunnel right here. This is called the man-made tunnel, and this is our way out. It's going to go back to Canopy Hall. We'll go up through Canopy Hall, out through the white tunnel, and out onto the balcony. And at that point, I will pass out your photos that I took of you guys. They should be out there. And you can decide if those are worth $15, because that's what they cost. It's $15 for the physical or the digital copy. Digital copy gets emailed to you, comes bundled with professional photography of the cave, and $20 will get you both versions in a combo deal. If you want it, you'll buy it in the gift shop. If you don't want it, you'll hand it right back to me and go on with your life. And remember, it doesn't reflect on me in any way, so just do whatever you need to do there, whatever you want to do. So check out Zephyr's dome. Follow me through here. This is not quite tall enough for everyone. Watch your heads in here. And you can see actually the size of the drills that they used to make this in 1960.
Even here, you can see the.
Wow.
Hi, Dad.
Oh, shoot, water.
Yeah, they came earlier, I think.
You saw that?
Yeah.
The water?
You didn't go downward before?
Oh, I guess not.
Oh, that's really neat that it loops around. That's such a good quality.
And it's there because with two entrances to the cave, the area here is going to dry out to the point where it's healthy for the cave walls. So it's to restore the humidity. The cave does naturally get wet when it rains for a long time.
Hi there.
And often in the
So, I'm the tour guide to be named later, right?
my group are going out this way.
They just created to keep it humidity. Wow, that's amazing.
So, I think I am seeing a little drop of water at the end of one of these. And usually, if there's any water at all, it's on one of these. And I see a tiny little bead of water. And that's all we've got today. We should have tons of water in here. There should be a bunch of snow on the top of the mountain slowly melting. But this year is weird. It's very weird.
Wow.
Change your clothes.
I think that would too.
Did you stop it now?
What? No, I'm not stopped until the thing. Hey, you done buy the photo?
I don't know. I have to look at it. Let me look at it.
Yeah, you should. You never that happen again.
Oh, I am blocking it in. Yes, let's get it.
Haha, your face should get in it.
That's it. No, it's fine.
Okay, so a couple things before I let you go.
Told
If
you we
you
can't
look
see it.
over the railing, you're looking down at the original sinkhole. So this is what makes the howling sound when the wind is just right. This is what the Pickett brothers heard, and they came up from the bottom of the canyon up into here. And when the Pickett brothers went inside, someone was asking me about the Pickett brothers the whole time. Yeah. So this hole that's closest to us, that is where they went inside. They went directly below us, about 40 feet in, before their lights went out. So it was straight down. If you want your photos, just one last time to clarify, bring them inside, take them to any register, just tell them what version you want to get if you want them. But if you don't want your photo, just hand it right back to me and go on with your life. It is okay. If you want to do something that does affect me and helps me out, leave me a review online. There's a QR code right here. You can just scan that. Just remember, my name is Tracy, Tracy. I give Cape List whatever star rating you think that it deserves. And let me know what you thought of me, pros and cons. I'm always trying to make this tour better. That's kind of what I'm about. So anything that can help me with that, anything that you really appreciated that I should lean into or never do again, that's the kind of thing that I want to know. Guys, thank you so much for coming. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Thank you. You are very welcome. You're very welcome. Thanks for coming.
Where's Esther? They're smaller. Right here. Right here.
Hey. Do you like the tour? Yeah. We didn't bring the baby on the tour. I don't know what.
Baby butt.
Yeah. The babies aren't old enough to enjoy it. And they should. Oh my god, okay. The only reason is that they couldn't leave the baby behind. Most pathetic. Yeah, okay. You're not convincing me. What? The where? Oh my god.
We're gonna watch them go down. Come on.
Why?
Uh-oh, we're right in. That's scary. Oh, you took pictures up there? Jessica, de aquí, de los árboles de arriba.
Oh, dang.
It's too cold.
Let's see.
The sunset. It's beautiful.
Yes, it is.
Appreciate it.
Oh, the sunset. Where's that?
Hey, look at the lights are over there too.
Alright, here we go.
Look at the lights.
Yeah.
Behind me.
I'm scared.
I'll go.
Here we go.
Look. No.
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
No, you need to see the drop.
What is that part? I think we'll go ahead.
No one's there.
Megan, I don't have her. I thought she was with you.
Oh, snap.
They go down that yo, wow. They went down that yo. Where are they?
Ooh, oh shit.
Oh,
Scary.
Oh shit. It's more.
How are you gonna get back up?
Oh man. Look at that.
Oh, they're just going.
It keeps swimming. It keeps swinging. Till it goes back up there.
yeah.
Alright, Matthew. You and me, buddy.
Oh, you
wanna
couldn't
do
pay
that?
me to do that. No. No.
Nick might be now. You wanna go dad? You wanna go dad and do that? I was just kidding.
You don't have to say yes. He's peer pressuring you. Oh. Why don't you do it?
Vente, mi amor.
You're the last one. You're the last one.
Also, that baby tested during the tour died beach. The baby can't remember it. The adult probably isn't having fun being told out. That baby totally. Also, depending on if the baby tossed money to Blaine, it's a waste of money too. So really, I'm not being insulting. I'm being honest.
Where they gonna leave the baby?
I don't know their room. It's a baby. They usually leave them in a little dated bed for like a couple hours a day. Yeah. Barbecue with gloves. All of that sounds gross.
We need to go to the bathroom before we go.
Yeah, I know. Okay. Also, the video ends when we get back in the car. Okay.
Go there, Matt. We're gonna take a picture.
Okay. Where? Here? Okay. Oh my god, no.
Okay.
One, two, three.
4 minutes for 58 seconds.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Let's do it.
Hey, you're gonna be getting a drink where you can get
Matt, take us a picture. Three of us.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Don't go too close to the
Okay.
I don't want to go too close. Right here then.
Yeah, okay. Maiden, do you want to be in this photo? Do you want to get happy in the picture?
You got it? Did you get the view in the back too?
Wait, yeah, well, it's all kind of there.
Like this.
Okay, there. Maiden, do you want it to end now? Okay, well, you're done now.
Oh, whatever. Let me see.
She doesn't have to do it if she doesn't want to do it. She's a child, not a pet. What, did they go outside already? Were they itching to go outside again? Hello? Yes, sir.
Try to take a picture.
Oh my god, this place is one giant picture.
It's a good picture right here. There's a picture of my. What happened to my shoes, man?
You went to a cave. You care about your shoes?
Did you touch any of the wall anytime?
Yes, probably.
Yeah, I did one time.
Yeah.
In the very
I don't
begin-
think
in the
I
very
don't
beginning.
yeah. I don't think rocks are even alive, so they can't really die. Yeah, I mean it's just humans like wanting to like humanize
You know what I'm
objects.
asking?
What?
How come I haven't seen any spiders? Spiders don't
Well,
live in caves.
yeah.
I didn't know insects or anything, right?
Well,
What
yeah.
do they do? Exterminate them?
Maybe. Or maybe spiders don't want to be the human thought that you are. What is that?
I just need $1.
Ugh. Nick, did you enjoy the tour? Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, no. But yeah, any tinier than that, and I'm not going. Yeah, I think we hit. Yeah, oh, yeah, I'm pretty sure, by the way they talked about it, the original like cave system was exactly like that. The fact that people wanted to go in it like that, crazy. Crazy. What is that? Would you have gone to the original cave, like, adventure? Yeah, no, who would? Yeah? What? Yeah, it's just a zipped up pocket. A pocket that is zipped up. Your child has like buttoned pockets, which are also safe. Pockets are safe. Yeah. Do you have pockets with zippers? Yeah, okay. That's good. You know the thing about the palm oil? I do not think that rocks are alive. Rocks are not alive and they cannot die.
Everybody went to the bathroom already?
Yeah, I pissed.
Alright.
I peed. My body expelled urination fluids. Bye.
Are you guys going there?
Lion. Bye.
Yes, yeah.
What a velvet one, a classic.
Girl.
That's what we did when we was in elementary.
Oh wait, you went on a field trip?
Yeah.
Wait, you went on a field trip here?
Well, you have to.
Did you go into the
Fool's gold.
caves or?
Yeah, you're gonna shift it
Yeah.
to see if there's any
Gold?
fool's gold. Well, it's usually fool's gold.
Nobody wants fool's gold.
Well, it's usually that's what it is good. It's fool's gold.
Yeah, I know.
When we were little,
Yeah.
we didn't care. We just, oh my god, it was gold.
It's fool's
I
gold.
know. Well, we didn't care. It was shiny.
Wait, this
Did they
was
call
here
it
when
that
you were here?
before?
No, we were. This is one of our field trips.
Oh, it was already here.
Yeah.
How old were
You've been
you?
here.
Yeah.
You didn't say that.
How
I
old
told
were
I've
you?
been here, and I've been to Pikes Peak. I've been to the Garden of Gods. I did, Daddy. Daddy, I've been to the Cave of the Winds.
You acted like you've never been.
No, I have.
Have you been to the cave?
Yeah, inside the cave, of course.
Oh wow.
And then over there is the
You have to
mining.
crawl there.
No.
And over there is the mining town.
As soon as you have to start crawling,
have to go here,
your
like,
chances
early.
of dying go up.
I know. I'm not calling.
Yeah, no. None of us are. I don't even know how you sat in it.
Adventurers.
Huh? What do you mean? Sat in it.
Now, how do you like whittle in? Like, there were some like tiny passages.
Dude, it was not that old.
I don't know about that.
Even this high, you don't see any snow, huh?
No.
Not yet, right. Well, that's what he was saying. It's kind of weird, the weather.
Do you like the tour guide?
Yeah, he's funny. Did you record his thing when he was telling about?
I recorded everything since the tar. Yeah.
See, that's the old mining town right there.
My favorite part was the fast talking. He was a good fast talker.
Caves there?
No, they're not. They have just the old buildings.
This thing, I haven't touched anything. It lights up. Did it open it?